Across the world, there is clearly a need for sustainability at all levels of society. Incorporating sustainability into our professions, policies, and everyday activities is a continual process. Community engagement in sustainability plays a pivotal role in this and is necessary for bringing about the holistic changes that are needed. There are two key rationale for community engagement. The first is that it is ethical for those whose environments and lives are at stake to have a hand in the decisions and actions taking place. This, of course, includes all of us, because no group, regardless of affluence, is immune to the effects of unsustainable practices. The second is that community engagement is pragmatic. Capacity must be built in communities to take control of their own destiny and participate in the collective process. The well-known Brundtland Commission from 1987 recognized that the law alone cannot enforce the common interest. It principally needs community knowledge and support. While community engagement is critical, sustainability must also be integrated into our education and research to allow for growing competence in coherent and practical implementation of sustainability principles. Here at University of South Florida's College of Engineering, we are implementing programs and activities to incorporate sustainability into environmental engineering education, research, and practice while engaging communities.
One example of how the University of South Florida engages communities in sustainability issues is through the Sagicor Visionaries Challenge. The aim of the Sagicor Visionaries Challenge was to promote sustainable Caribbean communities through innovation in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM for short. High school students were asked to identify a challenge facing their school and/or community, propose a sustainable and innovative solution, and show how that solution uses STEM. The emphasis on STEM comes from the fact that roughly 2/3 of the 150,000 high school students in the Caribbean show poor competence in the required general mathematics examination. The students were matched with mentors, many of whom are either alumni of the University of South Florida or currently working at the university. This challenge was conceived, implemented, and sponsored by the Caribbean Science Foundation, the Caribbean Examinations Council, and Sagicor in partnership with Ministries of Education in 12 different Caribbean countries.
We're Belize High School. This is our project Water, Wise Allocation to Every Raindrop. This is Felicia, Chris, Jordani, John, Jeremy, Jody, and our head mediator, Mrs. Castaneda. Our project was using rainwater and how we could use that, implement a rainwater harvesting system. And so we would use the rainwater we get, collect this water. So we need to know the different rainfall patterns, then know how much water we could catch from the different roofs. Then from this, we know where we could store the water.
What we're trying to do, our environment has, our school environment has a lot of cow feces, cow manure in and around it. So we'll take this cow feces and put it into this plant right here, creating methane and organic fertilizer. Here we will put the methane, we will put the cow feces and water in this containment tank and close it. In this containment tank, anaerobic digestion will begin due to the absence of oxygen here.
Start out with all the organic goods, and this is the compost. This is our final product. It's mixed with sand and leaves.
Proposed for the construction of a botanical garden, as you can see from this model here. What a botanical garden can do is improve awareness to the environment, create jobs, increase tourism to the city, develop the economic infrastructure, and provide social activities.
We've really done something remarkable. And everyone here is a part of that, and this can only grow and get better. When they go into the schools, I mean, they really get the kids excited, involved. They sit in groups and bring the projects in. And that is something that is just, that's what we want, because many of us, each of us in here can push to do science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Since 2008, the University of South Florida has been working closely with Hillsborough County school teachers and administration with the overarching theme that every school can be transformed to promote the development of sustainable, healthy communities. This is achieved through hands-on inquiry-based science education centered around accessible infrastructure and the development of green spaces on school campuses. Our K-12 partnerships have allowed us to investigate new learning methods and develop a unique green space-based learning framework. The innovative feature of the GSBL framework is that it provides K-12 students with direct access to practicing engineers and environmental engineering graduate mentors to develop real-world solutions to grand engineering challenges that affect their local community. Through the initial investigation process, students identify a challenge, and through the support of a partnership, a curricular unit consisting of innovative lesson plans and interactive activities is developed. The key to the green space-based learning framework is its evolutionary component and iterative developmental process. For example, Hillsborough County school teachers are given the opportunity to participate in a 6-week research experience for teachers summer program at the University of South Florida. These teachers set up and collect laboratory and field data on current graduate student research projects and transform what they have learned to create grade-specific lessons and activities to support the K-12 green space-based learning environment.
And undergrads and students that will be going into Hillsborough County perhaps, we could actually look at the Hillsborough County standards. And what that really means is that, for instance, the unit that I did was on human impacts on the environment. That's one of the biggest biology objectives there is. The teachers in the county can pull that up. They can see our interactive technologies in the lesson plans that we've done. They can see the actual labs, the chemistry and the biology lab that I put together. And it's things that we've done in the county that we're successful at doing as teachers. And now we're connecting them to our research here and publishing them.
And the types of technology that they're doing with the green space-based learning can be implemented in a school campus, and that will be kind of that authentic task that can inspire kids maybe later on to become environmental engineers.
The University of South Florida is also engaging international and domestic communities in sustainability through the Peace Corps Masters International Program. This is a unique program that combines 27-month service in the Peace Corps within a developing country with a student's master's degree research. Students have served in over 23 countries. The vision of the program is a world where all have access to sanitation and potable water, where all children are able to learn in well-built classrooms, where there is sustainable transportation, where families no longer suffer from disease, starvation, and poverty, where renewable energy has replaced fossil fuels, and engineers are leaders of a sustainability revolution. This program is not just about serving communities in other countries, but it enables students to use what they learn in developing countries in their work at home, and also share their experiences to help Americans understand the people and cultures of other countries. Altogether, the Peace Corps experience, combined with the interdisciplinary program here at USF, forever alters the life of a student and thus the lives they touch daily. One of the many projects carried out through the Peace Corps Masters International Program took place in Mali, West Africa, where Colleen Naughton served as a water and sanitation engineer in a small village of about 700 people, without electricity or running water. Her major projects included rehabilitating a pump, providing training and tools to local villagers, building latrines, and building soak pits for wash water that used to collect in the streets and were breeding grounds for mosquitoes that transmitted malaria. Colleen also researched factors that affect frequency of hand washing with soap, and her research will help inform other government and non-government organizations on how to design and monitor their hand washing interventions to be more long-lasting and effective. Colleen engaged the community in their own development by training women in an improved method of making shea butter and soap. With her inspiration, the women founded a cooperative and sold enough soap to build their own facility without outside help. Colleen continues to serve with those communities through her doctorate research and involvement in the nonprofit African Sky. She helps manage a women's literacy group in her village, a cereal bank, and consults with the Women's Shea Cooperative. This is just one of the many examples of how students in the Peace Corps Masters International program are integrating sustainability with research and community engagement.
La 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 la, la la, oh oh oh, la 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 la, la la. If every day is just a dream, then who would I wanna be? Today I think I'll be the queen, flying through a time machine. Oh my, discover what's deep inside. Oh my, loving everything I find. La 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 la.